Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the Seiko SNA411, otherwise known as the Flightmaster. Now this Flightmaster, this has really been a hyped watch over the past few years. It holds a special place in a lot of Seiko fans' hearts. It's a very popular model, kind of has a little cult following of its own. And because of that following, I never really wanted to check it out. I thought it was just overhyped. When something's super popular and everyone's talking about how great it is, I don't know what it is, if it's just my personality, but I kind of just don't want to check it out. If everyone else is doing it, it's not that special, right? But Robert of the Random Rob channel, he bought this, he sent it in for me to check out, and I gotta say, like most people, the watch has made a convert out of me. I think it's a very solid, affordable quartz chronograph. It's got some nice features. It's a nice size. I like the black and the yellow. I like the originality. I like the fact that this carries 200 meters of water resistance, so all of your crowns are going to have the screw in feature, the screw down feature, which I think is nice. And it has a beautiful, highly domed hard Luxe crystal that offers some really nice distortions from oblique angles. And we have a bi-directional sliding bezel here with nice, deep, defined grip, and then an original bracelet design that has some nice finishing, some nice weight and heft to it. And overall, you know, the watch is pretty great. So let's engage the chronograph here so you guys can see the sweep and the action. I like the date at the 3 o'clock position. I like the applied Seiko badge just left of that. And I like the applied markers. They're not quite deep filled like what you would see on a Seiko Marine Master. They're more akin to like a Seiko Sumo or Turtle or Monster, where Lumabrite is printed on top of metallic discs. So it has the nice look, especially when you get the glint, the reflection off those metal discs, but it doesn't have the added cost of deep filled Lumabrite applied markers. Now let's stop the chronograph and do a reset. With the bottom position, you can see a nice smooth sweep. So this, I gotta say, is just a good beater watch, a good grab and go piece. Nice size, nice details, nice features, nice crystal, nice weight, and it's a nice price point. These cost about $220 new. I'll put a link to Joma Shop. They're a gray market dealer. They have them in stock for $220. And I think for that price or even less pre-owned, you're getting a solid watch. And it's one that I would rather have over, you know, like a Seiko SKX, which is right around that same price point. Now, what would be negative elements to the watch? I've really kind of talked it up, even though I was apprehensive at first. There's really only one thing, and that's going to be the clasp on this bracelet. Look how out of place that looks. It's much smaller than the adjacent links, and I think just looks cheap. So if Seiko would address that, maybe have a more dramatic taper to the main links, or put a bigger clasp on here that actually kind of fits the space. That's the one thing that gives me pause, that just says, hey, you know what? That's cheap. That shouldn't be present. I think that's, I just think that's kind of lame. Other than that, you might hear people complain that it is just a quartz watch. You can see a sterile case back here. It's not solar, it's not atomic sinking or anything like that. When the battery dies, you're gonna have to open it up and replace it with a new battery. So that could be an area of improvement as well, maybe making it solar or atomic sinking, but I don't find it to be a huge issue personally. Because you know what? It's a cheap watch. It's a $200 watch. You know, you're not going to be able to get the perfect piece at the price point, but this one is actually pretty awesome. You know, like I said, I was apprehensive at first, but I like the features. I like the heft. I like the finishing. I like the originality and how it wears. My wrists are 7.25 inches. Not too big, not too small. Yes, it's a full dial, very busy, very Navitimer-esque, but I think also clean and legible and well thought out. So anyways, guys, those are my thoughts on the Seiko Flightmaster. It is a hyped piece, and I will say I am a fan. I wasn't at first until I saw it. I put it on wrist, spent a little bit of time with it, and I can honestly tell you guys, it's a good watch. So big thank you to Robert for lending it in. Let me know if you guys have any questions. I appreciate you taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in the next video.